today is the 15th February 2016, and what I can say, what a magnificent view behind me. Docklands, Melbourne, that's the way it is. Show you a bit of view around here. Ooh. I made this video today not because I've chosen 15th of February, but also it's one of the special days that I've done last year, which I arrived in Melbourne 11th of February 2015. This video that I'm making today, it will be really long and it's about the journey, what I've learned and how I identify myself in 2015. And yes, that's correct. 1 year anniversary in Melbourne. What a dream to be. And please continue if you do like to watch all the things that I've done. What I'm about to say right now. Now obviously, you know, I can't always take you back from the story that day one that I've moved into Melbourne, but also I want to tell you guys what has been happening from my current to all the way to day one that I moved into Melbourne. I think that makes sense. So next month or two, I wanted to move out, and I've always wanted to say this for the past probably since 2013, and I never get the chance to do that. I'm at the age of 26 now, and I believe that it's the right time to do this, and I've already announced this to my aunt and uncle, so there's no walking back. So after I move their shop, and that's it, I'll be start moving. That is one of the big news that I ever come across. Now of course you guys wanted to know what's the main reason why I wanted to move out, and I remember I've written my first post on my Facebook saying that I want to get rid of, I didn't say I want to get rid of, I wanted to walk away from my family situation, and as well to able to establish my strength and my goals of the year, and which is currently 2015 enables me to do that when I moved out from Sydney, and it allows me to do that. But the next month and two, it pretty much will sum up my ultimate dream that ever come true, and that is the main reason why. And obviously I love to continue to stay with my aunt, and as you can see on my previous video on the, I think it's 59th or 59th vlog that I made with it's pretty much just like me and my aunt just walking, strolling around on 1,000 steps, and towards the end I began to cry on my freestyle. And the reason behind is not because of I'm gonna miss my aunt, but also for her to able to accept me to stay in her household for a year. Nice fatten me up. That's what family do. And as well, it's a very touchy moment for me to do that, because when my aunt came to Australia in 1990, he came here for a specific purpose, for the visa, as well, looking after me for 3 years, 1993, and she always wanted me to, you know, able to live with her again. I remember when I was probably 10 or 7 years old, around that period of time, after my parents divorced, obviously they got me out to stay with my grandparents for 3 years. So pretty much that was back in China, but she always wanted me to move in with her after my parents divorced, but my parents denied because of family issue going on. So it was an amazing moment how, you know, 2015, that surprised her that I moved in with her, and till today she's very happy to have me, even though she gets really headache that I've been coming home late, and she's getting really worried. And yeah, she gave me that very family love, which my own parents don't really do. We'll talk about this towards the end of the video, because we have a lot of more topics that we need to know. Wow, so moving out. And last week I've posted a video about arranged marriage, and yes, I just could not believe how it goes through that. I just surprised at how my grandma chosen this girl, my adopted cousin, to get married. It's amazing how, you know, your family members try to do things sort of like that, and how my family members are supporting this girl all the way through. But look at me now, you know, I'm just pretty much I can't even look after myself, and you wanted to bring a love of my life into my life. But even if I do stay with my life, you know, with my income and everything, I'm not sure going through that route because I don't really want to mess around with family members. And yeah, that was another interesting thing. I just didn't know that my family members supporting this girl after my family grief, my grandma's grief specifically, grandma grief, been supporting her all the way through until today. She's still supporting her. So thank you for the love, family, but I don't think I can do that. So it's great to know that sort of stuff. And I made a statement with my friends that I'm a very negative minded when it comes to marriage because of the way how I brought up into society, being a leftover child, being a divorced, you know, coming from a divorced parents, and how they treated me, and for me to go through that journey is very painful. And I get to understand a lot more about marriage. I've done another video, I think, with negative or marriage, or I understand more about life. Actually, I should have said that. I haven't done a video of that, but I'll do that video. Marriage, in negative impact on marriage, which I've been talking about it for the past year. And and let's move on. Just arranged marriage, opened my heart up, thanks to my aunt who wanted me to have a stable future and have kids as well. Thank you, aunt, for giving me that opportunity, but no, I'm not in the current good state. And even, I don't know, if should I mess around with the bloodline of cousin title. Alright, let's move on. So I literally just got back from disability support in my uni, and I'm glad that I've done this. So I've diagnosed, confirmed that I have dyslexia, and this report here summarized throughout my whole entire life, and able to, for me to give that sort of supportive, motivates myself to learn and study more. And you never know, with that supportive, maybe next year I try to move on with my uni degree, which I'm hopefully wanted to do. I wanted to do this. I clearly did not know that I was suffering dyslexia, and there's unconfirmed that I suffer as well ADHD, and this is a big thing for me. 26 years of my life, 25 years because it's last year, 25 years of my life not knowing what I was struggling. You know, I've been skipping classes, I've been zoning out, I've been falling asleep in class, and I've never had the motion of, you know, like, to study at all. And yeah, it's very frustrating for me to understand that, you know, I've been a high school leaver, you know, I enjoy studying at the age of, you know, probably like 23, but not knowing why. And that's why I try to grind so hard with my studying, even though I started from, you know, year 9, year 10, year 11, and year 12, even though I failed year 12, but try to study back at the age of 23, going through TAFE courses. And today, you know, thank God that I've diagnosed that, knowing that I suffer dyslexia. This is one of the most important thing in my throughout entire life, that knowing that I suffer dyslexia. And before I went on the counseling, I just did a bit of research, that knowing that there's a lot of well-known celebrities that are suffering dyslexia, and saying to myself, they're up there and I'm here, very, very low, very, very poor academic, and now how come they get up there and I'm here, and why I'm like this? It's amazing. I also do blame that I've overheard one of my friends told me that every student who have a dyslexia or test at the age of 8 in school. So I left my parents' divorce at the age of 7, when I was age of 7, and I moved to China. And if I stayed a bit longer, if my parents stayed 1 year longer, I would have diagnosed a lot earlier, and my life would be like this today. It will be a lot more better, a lot more brighter, a lot more academic. I would have finished uni by now instead of being a bum. But hey, think of it this way, at least I diagnosed earlier rather than later on in my journey. So now I know what's my real weakness and real strength as well. So thanks to this file that enables me to do that, and as well be able to be lenient on my course as well in my future studies. So dyslexia is one of the most important things that I ever diagnosed, ever find out in 2015. It's one of the most important things I ever done in my whole entire life. I'd like to talk more about this, but there's a lot more things that I have to talk about. Now, I kind of skipped the topic, I just realized now. Dyslexia was December 2015. Okay, we'll put that through. In January the 12th, I made a special trip with my mother in 2016, which is like a month ago, which is like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Just got back from China, and that trip made me open my eyes. It's one of the most important trips I ever done in my whole entire life. It's like the last time that I went with my mother to go to China is the day she got divorced. And the day she got divorced, as you guys know, at the age of 7. And for me to reunite my mother, even though I didn't get to know her too well, for me it's a very, very special trip for me to go with my mother, to go back to China, meet grandma as well. After 19 years, last time that I went with my mother, it was like at the age of 7, and going to China with my mother 19 years later, which is pretty much 26 years old. It's amazing, like, to see how reflective my life when I visited my grandpa's tomb that he passed away. I'm not sure which year it is, but he passed away. Like, for me, it's first time to ever visit a tomb in my whole entire life. I hate helicopter, why ruin my video? For me, is that it's very reflective for me, knowing that I admit to myself that I am a total useless, worthless. At the age of 26, I'm still studying. I have the flashback memories what my grandpa did when I was living in China. When I was 7 years old to 10 years old, how my grandpa and my grandma, how I put them through, made me reflective and made me shed my tears. And that is the moment in time that made me a lot more emotional now. That's why I cried on that video on the 59th vlog. And yeah, go check it out. It's not something that is that great to watch, but for me it's a great memory that even though after I visited my grandpa, it made me realize a lot. And one thing that opened my eyes, that knowing my mother, built a bit of a bondage together. I think we kind of needed that family thing. And yeah, everything was going totally well in China. Everything was well. We had a bit of scene that mother and son had a bit of argument, but that's what parents do, right? Yeah. Oh, after I got back from China, I totally love China. I totally love my culture. And I know you guys were saying, well, why the hell are you telling me this? You have to love your own kind. I have to tell you this is because I know before me, I really hate my where I'm coming from, my ancestors and my culture. I think a lot of people go through that, especially they hate their own kind. And it goes through one stage of your life that transforms you, saying that, hey, actually I love my culture. I'm actually really proud of it. And I know that some of you viewers are not knowing that, but I know a lot of people out there who hate their own kind of their culture. It takes a while for them to love their culture. And for me, I finally realized that after that trip that I really love my culture. So it's a turning point for me. So I'm really proud of myself for doing that. I've looked back from my past and the things that I've done. Hating my own culture, it's really bad. So everyone has a time frame of loving your own kind. So that's the video is about. Alright, so we moved back. So after I got my dyslexia on December, I passed my course, and I passed it, I think it was like December the 13th, I remember. I got that certificate saying that I passed the course. First time with the emblem on, and I felt really proud because it looks just alike how my aunt cousin showing her bachelor degree double degree of her engineering, environmental engineering, and for me to get a TAFE certificate, it looks alike. but that's a bachelor honor, double bachelor. I don't know what's the name, but me, I finished my Cert 4. I just totally fall in love studying. I totally fall in love with this course. The first time in my entire life that I actually understand my logic, and thanks to that dyslexia thing, you know, even though I diagnosed a bit later on, but I really do love this course and I really want to continue study. And knowing that I really do love that course, and yeah, I just keep constantly raising my hand up in the class, and even though it doesn't make sense, I make everyone laugh, but I know I'm in the right path. I still remember when I was a kid that I don't like raising my hand, or I love to ditch Friday spelling class. Even today is my weakness of spelling, but you know, to diagnose that I'm dyslexia, it's really grateful, to be honest, guys. It changed my perspective, it changed my life. Accept that I'm not useless, that I'm getting somewhere, and yeah, good memories of saying that. Finally passed the course, going for amazing classmates, and I've done the vlog 58. That was correct, 58, and I've done special segments as well, with binge eating, elderly abuse, and with my class as well. Those are good memories. Those are the good memories. Going to RMIT University not only just enables me to encourage me to move forward with my studies and have an option being positive minded to go studying, and see myself to go to university. Honestly, for the past, like I was mentioned before, studying year 9, 10, 11 and 12, I've always been a negative student out of the whole entire class, where everyone wanted their ATAR, wanted to do their courses, and wow, and I'm the only one there, just that I just wanted the year 12 certificate and just get done with it, and I'm not looking forward to going to university and go through a job as well. Yeah, just get a job and move up from there. Thanks to David, for my mentor, for guiding me that. But somehow when I moved to Melbourne, it changed me to go on further studies of my course as well. It enables me to do that. Oh, my eyes is getting more Chinese, it's getting smaller and smaller. Sorry guys. Oh gosh, I'm just so excited, so thrilled about this whole year. Like, so excited about it. And yeah, it's so positive. Never been so positive, you know, throughout my whole entire life. If I wouldn't make the move of going to Melbourne. Anywho, let's move on with the topic. So university, it's not only just enables me to study, but also I have the passion of going to RMIT TV and working on the community TV channel, operating one of the TV cameras as well, which cost like 20 or 30,000, and cables cost 10,000. Go to the actual room and go through, learn the trade. And that is something that I never dreamed of actually passion of making videos a lot more than ever before after doing that. Like, can you imagine yourself, you know, making a little small video camera from here and now making a big camera? I'm really proud of myself of actually doing that. Even though I'm not making a dime, but also makes me proud of myself that, hey, I'm actually getting closer to my dream of, you know, being a filmmaker, of making a documentary, which I'm about to do, which I'm really, really proud of myself that I've always been negative that I'm carrying a small camera in front of me, which enables me to do that sort of dream. Oh gosh, I'm getting hot now. I gotta make this fast, Come down, Will. Okay, so I've had all these stories. Let's see if I covered the whole lot. But overall, I think I've covered the most, or a lot of things. Like, I think, okay, one more thing that I haven't covered is pretty much ever since I moved to Melbourne, the things that my friends, my family members are telling me never sticks to my mind. But ever since I moved to Melbourne, those words flash back to me. Those moments flash back to me. To be a stronger man, to be accepted in society, what I need to do. And those words are hitting me now. So throughout my journey of 2013 to 2015, trying to stay away from my friends and family, it was one of the toughest decisions I ever made. And moving to Melbourne was one of the last leap of starting a new life for me to do that. And now I'm wanting to start another new life of starting moving out on my own. It was a great challenge for me to go through, And those words that flash back to me, the commitments, all this late night conversation that we all had, it touched me. I hate you, helicopter, you ruined my video, alright? Oh gosh. So yeah, wow, I just could not believe that I'm having a very positive year of 2015. I just could not believe how things going through today, the way how it is. I'm just glad that I'm really happy that I moved to Melbourne. And I made a video about facing my demons, and it just clearly shows you that, you know, late 2014 and beginning of 2015, before I moved to Melbourne, I was suffering mental health, and that nearly took my life away. Like every single second of my time, just constantly thinking about killing myself. You know, I'm worthless, I'm useless, I'm all this. And I know moving to Melbourne really changed my mind. And I thanks to Anne, I thanks to Kang, I thanks to Art, I thanks to my uncle, who've been supporting me all the way through staying in Melbourne. All the supporting, even though we didn't interact much with Anne and Kang this year, but you know, that really changed my life through. I also thank God for listening to my prayers, my amen, God, Jesus. I could not thank you so much of listening to my prayers, that I've always wanted this to improve my life. The challenge ahead of me of moving out the house is not that I'm not able to budget every single day of my food. I am worried at the moment that the economy is not going great, the job market is not going great. What I see right now is not going smoothly, and the thing that I struggle is to see the fact that maybe there's no opportunity for me to hang on studying because these sort of interference are getting my way through. And what my plan is 2016 is to try to survive every single day, knowing that I'll be happy, I'm studying, a roof over my head. That's what I'm planning for, to survive every single day. That's what I need to know. And thank you if you actually watch this video through. I don't know how many minutes, let me look at it. Okay, 23 minutes. I thought it's going to be 40 minutes, but 23 minutes. I thank you guys for actually supporting me. Even though I have no subscribers or barely any viewers, 45 subscribers in today's date, I'm just glad that I'm so glad I'm still making videos. Like, I've seen how videos impacted me. You know, I've told you all these stories, and you guys look at through my journey life. Maybe you guys are not, but I think video made me change the way I am. You know, like, it made me change, made me be open, made me be like success, want to achieve life, want to be positive, and that enables me to do that, and that I'm so glad to do that, you know. I don't know how thankful am I right now at the moment, and wonderful friends that I have at the moment. And even though moving to another place, the struggle thing is to be alone and not having friends, and that is I gotta admit, like, moving, that is my biggest challenge that I ever faced. And even today, I still struggle with that. But hey, at least I got video that keep me company, keep me moving forward, keep me moving, going out, explore life. That's all it's about, you know? Going out. Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm talking 23 minutes and I'm not even dry. I'm still wet. I can talk like this forever, but I'm pretty sure you guys are inspired. And not everyone's journey is the same. Thanks to the books that I've read. The books made me a lot stronger. You know, the books, the autobiography, you know, these are my mentors. Thanks to David, you know, who made me change the way I am. Made me see life a lot broader, understand more about life. Without him, I wouldn't have the courage to move out. Without for him, I wouldn't have the courage to be positive in my life. Without him, I wouldn't have negative linger around my life. Without him, I wouldn't have the house transferred to my father. Without him, gosh, I don't know where I will be today. I'll probably be suicidal today, to be honest. I'm glad that I didn't went through that route. I'm glad that I've made a change. I'm glad that I have wonderful people around me who make me to be a better man. So yeah, I'm really blessed. I'm really blessed. But like I said, 2016, 2017, I'll be finishing my course probably, like, you know, at the age of 30 or 31. I'm just hope for the best, that God give me the strength that make me survive for every single day, roof over the head, food, make me have the courage to study. I just will hope for that, because at the age of 31, 30, I'm gonna look back at this video and see how my life is. That's a reflective video. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm out.